On this week's show, former Liberty football standouts look to turn heads of NFL scouts, while Liberty softball took on a top 25 foe.
Plus, with March Madness upon us, we bring you the story of the first Liberty basketball team to make the NCAA Tournament. It's all ahead on this Flames Central.
Hey, welcome into Flames Central alongside Rhett McGibbon. I'm Matt Warner, and I know what you're thinking. Where's Emily? Well, unfortunately, she's been let go. No, just kidding. She's on assignment this week. She'll be back.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get through a show without her, but we'll do our absolute best. Lots of great stuff on the show today, but first we begin on the diamond, where Liberty baseball is looking for consistency.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an up and down season thus far, but after winning a series against Canisius this past weekend, Liberty was hoping that momentum could carry over to a midweek clash with VCU. The Flames would fall behind 1-0 early in this ball game, but they would quickly make up for it. Tanner Marsh, an RBI single in the first. Ken Kepley, then in the second inning, he delivered an RBI single of his own. Then we jump to the third, and Aiden Sweat, well, he'd leave the building. A solo shot to center field, and the Flames led 3-1. It was Sweat's team-leading third home run of the season. He's been a great pickup out of the transfer portal. Jump to the eighth now. Liberty leading 5-4, and that's when things kind of fell apart. VCU scores 4 times in the inning, thanks to 3 walks and an error. The Rams taking an 8-5 lead. Liberty would get within 1 thanks to Braden Horton, a 2 RBI triple in the 8th. The Flames would load the bases in the 9th, but couldn't come through with the clutch knock. The Flames fall by the final of 8-7. They'll now begin Conference USA play this weekend at Middle Tennessee.
Liberty baseball has had a lot of great moments over the years, but instead of focusing on ones that we like, we asked the athletes themselves to tell us about their favorite play in a Flames uniform. It's a segment we call My Moment. And today, Cam Foster shares about a postseason offensive outburst that he'll never forget.
My name is Cameron Foster. I'm an infielder for the Flames, and my moment is my home run in a semifinal game versus EKU in 2022.
Cameron Foster lifting off to left field. It's a 2-run bomb for the Flames, and they have stretched their lead to 8-5.
So the 5th inning, the leadoff man got on.
But now they've got Logan Matthew at the plate, and a fly ball gets you the lead back.
Logan Matthew was hitting in front of me, hit a triple off the center field wall.
The breaking ball's hammered out towards center field pretty deep. Franklin back to the 400 mark, and it's off the fence. Ricocheting back towards the infield. Matthew thinking 3. There will be no throw. It's a go-ahead triple for Logan Matthew.
And then very next pitch, I hit a home run.
On back-to-back pitches, Matthew lays one onto the center field fence, and Foster leaves town. A 2-run shot, his 5th of the year, and the Flames are putting it on EKU.
I hit it to left center, and as soon as I hit it, I knew it was gone. So I kind of like tossed the bat to the side. I kind of washed it out the box.
Cameron Foster has had a short, quick stroke working all ASUN championship. He's a big guy in the box, but he gets the bat through the zone. Out away from a full extension, just toss the bat and enjoy the ride.
It's everything you dream of. I mean, my parents were there, so I know they were cheering me on every at-bat prior to that, but the dugout was going crazy, the fans were going crazy, so it was just a big moment for me. From there on, the momentum was on our side the entire rest of the game. We never looked back, we just kept going.
Liberty has blown this game open. 18 runs on 18 hits and 5 homers for the boys from Lynchburg, Virginia.
The Liberty Flames are going to the final.
All right, we shift our attention now to basketball. It was an incredible in-season turnaround for the Liberty women this year. From a 7-10 non-conference record to an 11-5 mark in Conference USA. They were playing with confidence at the end of the year, so much so that they would reach the CUSA Championship final against Middle Tennessee. The Blue Raiders, heavy favorites after going undefeated all conference season, but the Lady Flames hung around early in this one. A low-scoring first quarter was capped by an Asia Boone jump shot. That would give LU an 8-7 lead after one quarter. But in the second, Middle Tennessee would make its move. Conference Player of the Year Savannah Wheeler started to warm up as she would hit back-to-back buckets. They would outscore LU 22-9 in the quarter and take a 29-17 lead to the break. LU would then turn to their star, Bella Smuda. She tried her best to bring them back, finishing with 21 points and 15 rebounds. It was her 18th double-double of the season. Great year for her. But her heroics wouldn't be enough as Middle Tennessee wins the conference crown 67-51.
I'm really proud of this team. I mean, obviously the game didn't go the way we wanted it today, but at one point, like Coach Green told us today, we were 8th in the conference. And at one point in the season, we were 6-12. And to get ourselves to this point, I'm just so proud that we never quit and we continue to just play for each other and play to get better. And I'm just excited to see what the future holds with next year as well.
We continue with hoops, but on the men's side. With March Madness in full swing, we thought it would be the perfect time to relive some Flames history in the tournament. In fact, it was about 30 years ago at this time that the Flames played in their first ever NCAA Tournament game. We caught up with some of the members of that team to share their incredible story.
And that could be the final basket of the game. Liberty's in a hurry. Campbell's not going to foul. And congratulations to the Flames of Liberty. They're going to the NCAA Tournament.
Every kid dreams of going to the NCAA tournament.
It was just so incredible, just huge for the university.
Having Dr. Falwell cut down the nets, that was kind of the vision. That was the dream becoming a reality.
The reality was that the 1994 Flames were headed to the big dance for the first time in program history.
To go to the big dance is our biggest athletic day in Liberty's young history, so we praise the Lord for it.
It was an exciting moment, but once the celebrations had subsided, the Flames' attention quickly turned to their potential first-round opponents.
Did not want to get matched up with like a Kentucky or an Arkansas, who at the time was pressing full court.
I was hoping we were going to play Purdue. They had a big dog, Glenn Robinson. But we felt like their other players weren't North Carolina.
Carolina, the #1 seed, will take on the divinely inspired Liberty Flames.
When we saw North Carolina, they were defending national champions. It was a combination of excitement and disappointment.
Here's our chance to go up against the very best. And then you're like, oh my goodness, we're going to go up against the very best.
To see Liberty up on the board, it was a special moment. There was no question. Very emotional, just happy, and looking back on it, it was a time to celebrate.
It was also a time of new experiences as the Flames suddenly found themselves garnering more attention than ever before.
We had a lot of media stuff going on, which was it was cool.
Distracting and not a normal week, but you just welcomed it. It was just so incredible.
Kind of a distinct memory is going from the hotel to the arena with the police escort, driving down the highway with sirens blaring, and that was maybe a little over the top, but it was kind of fun.
But then it was time to get down to business. And in the locker room, before tip-off, Dr. Falwell left the team with a timely message.
10 trillion to 1, that's wonderful odds.
Well, it was the classic David versus Goliath.
Attempt something so utterly impossible that only God can do it. Well, that's where we are today.
Typical Dr. Falwell. You guys are going to take it to him, building us up and believing that we were going to do something great.
To claim a big-time victory over a giant, and we were about ready to go out and play against one of those giants.
We welcome you to the U.S. Air Arena here in Landover, Maryland, and the continuation of first-round East Regional action. The Liberty Flames against the Tar Heels of North Carolina.
A couple of plays that stick out to me are very early in the game. I think Jason Dixon blocked maybe Montross.
Montross with the turnaround, had it blocked. Jason Dixon got up and blocked it.
And Peter finishing at the basket.
Aluma. And Liberty with the lead by 1.
Here we are, and we can play with these guys. We're going to be able to compete, and we're going to stay together, and let's just enjoy this.
Jeff McInnes, Jerry Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace, all McDonald's All-Americans last year. Hildebrand for 3.
What was great about that, Greg, they were ready out of the timeout for the trap and the rotation. Good preparation.
Chapman got to get rid of it and does. Williams, the dish for Toomer.
Isn't that nice basketball? There's the trap and the step up by Mantra. Look at these kids in the right spot.
Williams for Aluma on the drive. Liberty by 3.
As we hung in there and hung in there, the rest of the arena became Liberty Flames fans.
Cheering for the underdog, cheering for the 16. And in the arena, very evident.
You could just feel everybody join Liberty's side. Every time we would hit a bucket, 3/4 of the place would cheer.
Inside, Dixon got it.
At the half, the 16 seed Flames found themselves down just 6 points, and confidence was high.
We were right where we needed to be, and obviously felt good about that.
You know, it ain't different. They shot 36%. We're doing a good job. All right.
Probably a little bit surprised that the game was that close, but thrilled to be where we were.
You know, offensively, and we got to continue doing the same things we're doing. We get great shots, we're going to knock them down this half. We're going to knock them down. We're going to go out and shoot and knock them down.
We sort of knew our game plan is working. You know, there's no reason to go against it.
We have a great job of getting to the free throw line. We got balls for free, use the free throw line to our advantage.
Keep doing what we're doing, and very positive. Went back out, and again, started the second half, you know, right where we left off.
And if you can win a second half, you can win a game.
Phelps and Williams on the floor.
And they weren't ready. They were not ready with the 2-3 as Matt puts another dagger in.
Aluma and Montross doing battle underneath. Hildebrand sets up Chapman out of the corner for 3. Liberty in the lead by 1.
But the reaction by the refs was a normal one.
Hildebrand for 3, got it. I think now you can say the Flames are on fire. They lead it by 4. Coming up on 10 minutes to play in the second half. Toomer all by himself.
And not good defense by Carolina.
That 9-minute mark where we hit the 3, and I thought, you know, things could get real interesting here.
Flames by 1.
But that would be the last lead the Flames would hold. The number 1 seed Tar Heels closed the game on a 25-6 run. A valiant effort from the Flames, but it wouldn't be enough.
From that point on, we were pretty tired, and mentally probably weren't strong enough there down the stretch to do what we needed to do.
A couple shots didn't fall, a couple of theirs did, and next thing you know, they started building a little bit of a lead on us.
And while there was disappointment in losing, there was also gratitude for the opportunity to be the first to reach these heights and to represent Liberty on a stage of this magnitude.
I think it's really important to walk out of this locker room and keep your head up.
Had a moment with our guys and let them know that it's not what you did, that it was so important to Liberty, but it's how you handled yourself through the whole process with great character, just great ambassadors for the university.
The Washington Post reporter said I had my headlines already, upset of the century. And that's what you did.
If kids came to Liberty because they saw that game and came to Liberty and their life was changed, then it's like, who knows the extent of what that game meant to people's lives and to the university. And we were just humbled and privileged to be a part of it.
Some great memories. We turn to football now. 22 scouts from 20 different professional teams all converged on Lynchburg, Virginia on Wednesday for Liberty Football's Pro Day. It was a chance for draft-eligible Flames to go through a series of drills and tests as they try to improve their stock for the upcoming NFL Draft. They ran 40s, they did position drills, they did bench press, and many of their former Flames teammates came out to support them in what was the final time any of these players will compete on the Liberty field.
I don't know if I would perform that well if it wasn't for my teammates over there. After every route, good job, Noah, keep going, finish. I'm hearing all that. They dapping me up. That really meant a lot.
It was great to get back here and be with the guys, though. It's just, this is what I'm gonna miss from being a Liberty, because it's just, you don't get this part, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the relationships everywhere, and I'm glad I got to have it here.
All right, how about some tennis, huh? The Liberty women hosting Virginia Tech. The Lady Flames were 0-8 all-time against the Hokies. but this time was different. After winning the doubles point, the lower half of the Liberty lineup would come up with some big wins, propelling LU to the victory 5-2. Reason to celebrate as the 66th ranked Lady Flames get their first ever win over the Hokies. All right, coming up, Liberty softball looks to continue its winning ways, and one player shares the story behind why she transferred to LU.
Plus, I'll name my top athletes of the week. It's warm, hot, and EnFuego when Flame Central returns.
Welcome to Liberty University's online programs, where living out your calling with integrity is what you train to do. And getting ready for the future doesn't mean missing out on the now. Because a university is more than buildings and books. And an education should set you free, not fence you in. Welcome to Liberty's global campus, where distance learning was pioneered and evolved into one of the top-ranked schools in the nation. Where protecting your budget, your time, and your education isn't just a theory, it's our priority. Here, degrees in your field reflect industry demands and help you get ahead of the competition. Where college comes to you, but you can come to college too. Game day, homecoming, graduation day. Your school, your values, your experience, your choice. Welcome to Liberty University, where we train champions for Christ.
So our daughter Bella did LUOA and she absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and all our kids, it was a little bit different how they did school because when they were in school, Duck Dynasty was going on.
For Bella, it worked out for us to just kind of go all the way homeschool, which that flexibility of being able to do school online and travel with us when she wanted to travel was just a really great blessing. And that's a great thing that LUOA offers is you can kind of move at your own pace, move faster if you need to.
So yeah, that certainly matched up for her.
Flexibility was
for sure
a key. So to be able to have LUOA to like guide her and have actual real life teachers and a whole framework set up was really, really helpful. I would say doing the online academy really prepared Bella for college. It actually, it's a lot of hard work, but the teachers are so great at helping you through it, helping you kind of through that learning curve. And I definitely feel like it really prepared her for what was to come for a college career.
At Liberty University, we understand life can be unpredictable, and when you need a resilient career, your education should withstand any test. So we've made sure the degree you need is within reach by freezing one of the lowest tuition rates in the nation for 8 years and counting, and giving scholarships, discounts, and credit for work you've already done. Because we're proud of what you do. We've done this for over 30 years, and we know how to help. We're here to help you.
Hey there, welcome back to the show. Liberty softball is off to a strong start in conference play. Dot Richardson's group is 5-1 against Conference USA opponents, but on Wednesday, they stepped outside of league play for a top 25 challenge against number 21 Charlotte. And the Flames wasted no time jumping on the 49ers. First inning, Mary Claire Wilson with a no-doubt 2-run home run up onto the berm, an absolute bomb, her first home run of the season, and it put LU on top 2-0. We showed you power. How about some speed? It was 2-1 in the second inning when KK Maudry stole second base. The ball gets away, so she takes off for third. The ball gets away again, so she waltzes home. The speed of KK Maudry creating a run all on its own. Jump to the fifth inning. Charlotte had tied things up at 3-3, but Liberty Bats had an answer. After a Rachel Roop RBI double, put LU up by 1. Sierra Kersten had the knockout blow, a 2 RBI single. The Lady Flames hold on to win at 6-5. It's their fourth win in a row and their second this season over a top 25 team.
Well, these days in college athletics, there's more player movement than ever before. And with every transfer comes a story. With that in mind, we started a segment called Why Liberty, to hear from transfers about what brought them to the Mountain and what makes the Mountain so different. This week, we hear from someone you just saw, softball's Sierra Kersten.
Right there?
Yep.
And clap it.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sierra Kersten. I'm from Michigan, and I spent my first 2 years at the University of Michigan, and I'm a senior on the Liberty softball team. I love athletics, and it's been a big part of my life for 20 plus years. And I just was ready for a different change in the aspect of I wanted to be a better woman walking away from softball, and Liberty could offer me that. It's a different type of community. It's a more team community versus individuals. So we all are under submission to chapel before games. We have worship, we have scripture read, and it's all of us doing it together and having to go seek it. On top of that, we have shepherds and chaplains that are willing to spend their time with us individually. So when you're under a godly staff, it makes you have a different set of priorities, and I know that when they're in submission to God, I can submit to them. So that's really encouraging. Every day I get to walk in and know that I have women of God leading me. That, and I just have spiritual discipline. So we have scripture read to us. We talk about stuff. We talk about our life with scripture integrated. So it's just a bunch of different spiritual disciplines that are integrated. So I've really enjoyed that aspect. And when I seek for it myself, I'm met with people that are willing to just meet me there all the time. One thing that I've loved about Coach Dot is that she is a visionary. She always tries to integrate a big picture with us. But one thing that she does integrate with a big picture is playing freely, which comes by knowing Christ and loving Christ. And so I think that's a big shift in my own game that I struggle with my first 2 years. And I've just gotten to step into that and see God's hand in my game. And it's been so fun. I have gotten to see the Lord's hand over my time at Liberty. I got to come here because of the way He moved in my own life and moved people here that would advocate for me, and I wouldn't change that for the world. And if you are willing to seek the Lord, He's going to meet you, and His hand is over this place and over this athletic department, which is wonderful, and I wouldn't choose another place to be a part of.
Well, we are glad Sierra is a Flame. All right, time now for Warm, Hot, and Fuego top player moment from the past week in Liberty Athletics. Rhett, any special theme this week?
I kind of got the infomercial products going on
really?
here.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah,
that kind of deal?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's start with Warm. Go ahead.
All right, Mary Claire Wilson, we showed that 2-run home run. And this is a young lady that started off this season. It had been a bit of a struggle. If you go back to about a week ago, this time she was hitting 210.
Yeah.
Now she's hitting 286 after this recent set of games. So she has gotten things going in a big way. But this home run that she had, it was just an absolute bomb to right field. It made me think of Kaboom, baby. You know, a little Billy Mays product going on there. Just an absolute hammer job. I love the lady out there in right field on the berm thought she was safe. And then she's pushing her dog one way, diving to the left. That was a monster shot. Mary Claire Wilson in that 2 spot with Rachel Roop leading off. She's getting on base left, right, and center. Mary Claire just has to swing a solid bat, and she's going to drive in runs. Expect 4 RBIs to just grow exponentially here over the next couple weeks.
Good to see her and this offense warming up. All right, from Warm, we go to Hot.
All right, Todd Hudson. You know, they call him Todd the Bod. This guy
is that right? Okay.
6'6", a monster of a man. And going against Canisius this past week, you know, Liberty down 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Grand slam home run. It's like the sham wow. One swipe just cleans all the bases right off. He was, good to see how he is going here as of late. Todd Hudson, also a midweek starter at times. Real versatile player, but that power in the bat is something to be absolutely afraid of, because one swing, he can send it not just yard, like it is going out there. But great to see a grand slam for him, and it gave the Flames that much needed lead in the game, which they would eventually take on.
Yes, they needed that in a bad way. All right, finally, Rhett, EnFuego, your athlete, and your infomercial product.
Yes, it's going to be Katie Love, the freshman pitcher for Flames softball, coming away with a no-no this past week against Jacksonville State, and the product is a slap chop, because she was just dicing, chopping. Oh my goodness, just going through this lineup. Had 5 strikeouts in that game. She would come back the next day and have 7 more strikeouts. Only allowed 1 hit to them, but that no-no, she's supposed to be in high school right now. She's supposed to be in high school, comes out just dropping that ball left, right, and center. Again, she's a drop ball pitcher. Has got some really great stuff. It's funny to look at her because she's not really an intimidating presence in the circle, truthfully. She's got that young face, but man, she's got an effortless motion where she gets some zip on that ball, has great composure for a young lady, and a lot of fun to watch her play so far this season. And I'm expecting, you look at these 2 freshman pitchers, it reminds you a lot of Julia DiMartino and Chase Cassidy back in the day when they came in as the 1-2 punch. Right now, Kaylin Yoder and Katie Love doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how far they can take this team with as well as they pitch here early on. Rhett, appreciate it as always. We'll be right back with more Flame Central in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Challenges, they're nothing new. At Liberty, we know they make you stronger, force you to learn, adapt, to overcome. When your next challenge comes, be ready. Meet it with a degree that propels you forward. We've helped champions like you succeed for 35 years and counting. And now, over 100,000 students are getting stronger every day. At Liberty University, challenges make champions. Let's overcome together.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Flame Central. We're about out of time, but some exciting news.
Yeah.
Got a new website.
New website.
LibertyFlameCentral.com. Same thing, but new website.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
All the stories you love, all the people you love most, we're all there. Also, download and subscribe to the Flame Central podcast powered by Alcova Mortgage. Another great one coming out Monday. For Rhett, I'm Matt. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here next week.